Hello, you are watching Centenary Cyclone Talk. I'm James Iwanicki, and with me is Justin Dalcourt.
Jamie, thanks for having
me. The manager and owner, right, of Delacorte Desserts.
Yes, so I own Dalcourt's Desserts. It's a gourmet pudding company based out of Sparta, New Jersey, about a half hour away from Centenary here. And we're in our third year, and we have over 27 flavors right now. I think we're at 29. We're trying to do a new one every month. And today we brought one for you guys to try, and let me know what you guys think.
Cool.
It's our newest flavor. It's our birthday cake.
Why pudding?
I started pudding in high school. It started off with
You
pumpkin
have a
pie
passion
pudding.
for pudding?
Yeah, you know, it's something different. You
Yeah.
don't need, like to keep in a freezer. You can kind of just keep in a cooler or anything like that. It doesn't melt on you. It's kind of versatile. You can do anything with it.
That's good stuff, man.
You know, and I hope
Big
today
pudding
you like
guy.
it. Yeah, I mean, I never thought I'd be doing this. I used to be a personal trainer in high school, and I had a lot of clients that were struggling with their weight, and I wanted to, kind of make a healthier alternative. We also do protein puddings as well. We have chocolate protein pudding, strawberry, and vanilla, and people like that because there's about 40 grams of protein in that.
How's the nutrition in your pudding? Not the protein pudding, just the regular pudding.
With the regular pudding, it's definitely better than like ice cream. I can't really tell you exactly how much because I don't have the labels on it on this particular one. But if I sent it out to the lab, it'd probably be about 45 grams of sugar, probably a little bit less than like a soda. So when you think about it compared to like ice cream, cake, and stuff like that, it's really not that bad.
Okay.
You know.
How many servings are in the you don't lift it out. I don't know if the cameras can say.
So this is our 8-ounce container, and it has probably about really one. I would consider this a serving. A lot of people don't like to share it since it is half a pound of pudding. We do our full pound pudding, and it's all the way up to trays that serve about 20 people. Those are about 12 pounds. So
what would you say to somebody who is eating a half a pound of pudding like that in less than 10 minutes?
I've seen it happen, actually.
I'm one of them.
There's someone named Trevor who goes here.
I don't feel proud after. I feel
no, it's a good thing. I'm happy you enjoy what I make.
No, it's very good.
It's always a compliment. But yeah, I know it's a couple of people that bought them and they've ate them right away, and I'm proud to be able to say this is my product, and that's why I love having my name on it. I thought about doing like another kind of business, but I wouldn't be able to put my name on it to have this on the dessert. And plus, it goes well. It's Dalcourt's Desserts.
Yeah.
And then our slogan is "The proof is in our pudding."
Do you make it yourself, or?
I do. Yep. I have to rent certified kitchens. Fortunately, right now, I do not have a store. And being in New Jersey, there's a thing called the cottage law, which states that you cannot make anything and sell it, especially food-wise, in your house. So I have to now go to stores, rent space with them. Luckily, over the years, I made a lot of connections, and I have time now to just go there, make it, and I made this for you guys today to try. Hope you guys enjoy.
Okay. Yeah. So what is this flavor?
This is our birthday cake. This is our newest flavor for the month. We also did earlier this month candy corn. So that one is like doing well, but it's one of those things you either love candy corn or you hate candy corn. There's really no in between.
Yeah.
We brought some here and did really well, so we'll probably be doing that more, especially now that we're in November. And Thanksgiving's not that far away. Do
you only sell to Centenary? Who else do you sell to?
So I sell to a lot of the local delis. I supply C&L in Hackettstown from time to time. We started talking a little bit more going into the holidays. I used to supply a deli in Sparta, and that was actually the first store I got into. And I really, have to thank them because they got me. I wouldn't say where I am today, but they were the first people to give me a chance in a real store, and that showed me and proved to everybody else that this is, a profitable market to be in. A lot of people just think about, snack pack Jell-O, and those are great, and I can't knock them down, and they're my uber competitors. But what makes this different from them is they just have the flavoring of the pudding. There's really nothing in it. Like when you get our double chocolate or pumpkin pie pudding or the chocolate chip mint, there's stuff in it. Their puddings is just a flavor. Yeah. And that's kind of boring, and everyone's seen that and been there. We're trying to bring something new to the game, and that's why we have over 29 flavors now with this one. And
29 flavors.
29 flavors.
Wow.
Pretty
What's
much
your best-selling flavor?
Definitely the pumpkin pie during this time of the year with everything being pumpkin spice, whatever. And that one kind of gives you the illusion of eating a pumpkin pie, but you don't need a fork, you don't need a plate. You kind of just need a spoon, you dig right into it, put some Cool Whip on top or whipped cream, whatever you want to do. It's kind of endless. But besides that, the double chocolate Oreo. That one is the staple of our business. We have that in any store we're in, and especially here at Centenary. We always make sure we have that.
Is that your personal favorite as well? Or?
It is one of my favorites, yeah, because it's just so easy to eat. There's certain ones, like the birthday cake one. I love this, and this is our newest one, but it's very strong, so maybe you would want to eat this, in 2 servings. The Oreo one I can eat just in like 5 minutes, like right there with a cup of coffee, something like that. And speaking of coffee, we do also do a mocha chocolate chip
Do you really?
as well. And
Has that been here at Centenary?
we haven't done that one yet. The way we work with like our clients, stuff like that, they have to like say we want this one, that one. I've been wanting to do that, so hopefully come springtime we might do something like that. But that one's cool and unique because no one does that. And I can take any flavor the client wants and I can infuse it into the pudding. It's virtually endless. Just like our root beer float one, we have root beer float
Do
pudding,
you really?
which was hot this summer. People want something that's refreshing, something different. We have a creamsicle pudding for the summer. We also have cotton
probably a
candy.
good one.
So it's kind of endless. I mean, if you want me to do something I don't have, I'm always up for the challenge because that could become my next big seller.
Yeah.
You know, and that's happened to me a couple times with the coffee one. Someone asked me for coffee. I'm like, I don't know how I could do that. And I just worked with it. It was trial and error, and now it's one of our best flavors.
How much behind the scenes goes on with pudding?
There's a lot. So every week we've been supplying between 60 and 80 containers to Centenary. And that's probably a good 10 hours of work that's put in. But it's totally worth it to me because if I can do this now as a full-time student doing this part-time, when I graduate and I continue to grow my business and I'm doing this full-time, I know I'll be able to have like a store kind of like TCBY. I want to have a toppings bar where people can come in and, you know, change it the way they want to make it. You know, the way I made this, you might like this, but maybe you want chocolate syrup on this or maybe you want caramel. You can add that. And
Like a frozen yogurt place, but with pudding.
Exactly. And
So you're thinking long term.
definitely. I mean,
you're trying to take over the pudding game.
I want to. You know, I don't really totally compete with Jell-O and Snack Pack. Obviously, they're competitors, but we're so different from them. I mean, even our rice pudding that we do, it's leagues ahead of Snack Pack. And I'm not just, you know, plugging my company
Down
here.
with Snack Pack.
It's just, yeah, I mean, Snack Pack.
Down with Snack Pack.
The packaging they have is boring. It doesn't gravitate to you. It's just brown and boring.
Yeah.
And then it's very soupy when you open it. Ours are nice and rich and thick. I mean, I can turn this upside down, and it's not really going to move.
Ooh,
You know,
that's a
so
challenge.
It is. It's kind of like the
I want
Blizzard.
to see it.
Let's see. I think we can do it.
Whoa, let's go.
Oh!
All right. I thought it was going to go everywhere, to be honest, but that's good stuff, man.
Thank
I
you,
like
thanks.
that.
You know, consistency with the level of thickness is key. I mean, it does vary from puddings. I mean, our coffee pudding is more like what you're used to from like Snack Pack or something like that. It's just basic like that. It's not as thick. But the pumpkin pie pudding, our chocolate chip mint, those are extremely thick and rich, and that's what sets us apart. I mean, I like to think we coined something called substance pudding, which means you're not just getting the flavor, you're getting stuff in it, like the pie crust or the cinnamon on top. You know, even today, you know, I have the sprinkles on top just to give it a little pizzazz. You know?
Now, I'm not a pudding connoisseur like you, but
Okay.
I got an idea, right?
Okay.
A lot of people, when they eat pudding, they like the crust on top.
Yes.
Could you incorporate that in a pudding like that?
We definitely
Like
could.
maybe a kind of a thick crust on top?
Kind of like a creme brulee.
Yeah.
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 You know, I thought about doing my own like twist of that. A lot of those like original like classic flavors are tough though because like you want to make it stand out. So like with the rice pudding, I do like a cinnamon raisin rice pudding. People do that, but ours is more rich, it's more thick, and I feel like you get a little bit more raisins on it, and that's what people like too. And I always like to top it off with something.
Okay.
So today we have the sprinkles on it. The pumpkin pie one, I always, you know, have the pie crust. I have the cinnamon on top.
That one's my favorite.
Thank you.
I will tell you that. I bumped into you in like the quad or something.
Yeah,
And I
last
actually
week.
said that. I was like, dude, the pumpkin pie pudding, unreal.
I'm happy
Best
you
pudding I've
enjoyed
ever had in my life.
Thank
And I'm
you.
not just saying that. Like, that
No,
was
I
very good. You know,
appreciate
the way you incorporated the crust, to me, was, you know, revolutionary. You know, you
Thank you.
revolutionized the pudding game.
And that's what sets us apart. And when I was a freshman, I did this as a college project a couple of years ago in an AFC class, and I never thought I'd be doing this, you know, today the way we're doing it. Last year was our second year, and it was tremendous. And this year we passed it already, and we're only halfway through the season. So,
Yep.
you know, I want to continue with that momentum and continue to push forward and, you know, elevate our business and get our name out there. We've been featured in a lot of magazines, newspapers. We've been on, you know, radio shows around New Jersey. So all that free publicity is key to a starting business. So if anyone's listening that, you know, starting their own business, any kind of publicity that you can get is the best because you don't have to pay for it, and it always is a positive image for you and your business. And you want to show that you're like local and connected.
Okay. Let's dig into it. Let's try this.
Sure.
So this is birthday cake.
Yeah, I
Pudding.
got plenty for everybody. Let's just dig in here.
All right.
Make sure you get some of those sprinkles. It's
Should I hold
big
it up
part
to
of it.
like show? All right. Get some. That's way too big.
it's never too big.
That's good stuff.
Thank you.
Wow.
It's
That's good
different than
stuff.
your traditional like vanilla typical birthday cake. It's strong. I think it has a stronger flavor.
No, that's very good.
Thank you.
I like the sprinkles too.
You wanted to do something. You couldn't just be plain vanilla.
Yeah,
You know, and I was thinking about putting actual cake in it, but something that always goes wrong with this is any kind of like stuff that's soft like that, it gets kind of soggy. It can just ruin the whole flavoring. And this makes it last longer. This will last about 8 days to a week, depending on how you take care of it. I've had people and clients that have taken my pudding, frozen it, turned it into icing. People buy it from me and don't even just eat it; they turn it into other things. And I'm like, hey, you know what? I don't care.
Yeah.
It's up to you. It's versatile and it's a lot of fun. And I would love to be able to do this for the rest of my life. Sky's the limit with this.
What about maybe new products? Any ideas for that, or
Like,
are you just trying to
expanding?
stay solely in pudding, or?
I'm thinking about it just so we can be the best at that one thing.
Yeah.
We thought about doing padolis, which are pudding cannolis. We've sold that to a couple private clients, but we've never done that here. The key to the padolis, though, is it would have to be something that would be in my store. I'd have to make them fresh because, like it kind of with the cake, they would get a little bit soggy, unless you do like a chocolate icing or chocolate dipped cannoli shell. We did that with chocolate chip mint pudding. We took a dipped cannoli shell, put in the filling. Works so much better. People like it a lot better than that cream cheese icing.
Okay.
Because it's just softer. It's not it doesn't get gritty. So, but there is a shelf life to everything. And that's what makes the business kind of tough. It's not like a shoe business where, you can have all these shoes on the shelf and you have endless amount of time to sell it. It's like, okay, we got a week, let's make it happen. But that's part of it, and that's what I love, just that hunt, and trying to be the best it can be.
Okay. You've been watching Centenary Cyclone Talk. I'm James Iwanicki, and with me is Justin. We've been talking about Dalcourt desserts and some of the new flavors coming out. Make sure to go down to your local deli or Centenary,
Centenary's Cafe,
and pick up some delicious birthday cake pudding. We'll end it off.
Supply
We'll end it off with me just getting a nice bite.
And that's for you. That's for you. So you enjoy that.
Really.